Nico, first off, just how's the offseason been? What have you been working on here since the last time we checked in with you?
It's been good. Obviously, I'm still building my strength, trying to get bigger, stronger, faster, all those things. Still a young guy, but so I was able to improve in that area, weighing in a little bit heavier, and then also just keep grinding on the ice, working on my puck skills, shooting, all that stuff to be ready for this season.
What do you take from last year? I look at, I sat down with McIlvane for a season preview and just pointing question, who stands out to you and how they improve from the start of last season to this year? And you were the name that came up for him. And we could see it too. That first goal in Colorado, your production took off from there in the second half of the year. How did you get more confident? How did it feel more confident by the time the season came to a close?
Yeah, I think, just learning what the league was all about, obviously starting to play against older guys, and I got a bit of a taste of that at the end of my year there in junior, but then, to play my first full year, up until Christmas, there was some learning curves for sure, but, looking into this year, I'm just trying to improve and build off of what I was able to do in the last half there.
How much more confident do you feel going into year two, full season of pro hockey?
Yeah, I feel really confident right now. I know everyone around. I know the league a little bit more now, so now there's not that learning phase, I think. So I'm able to just go in and play my game.
With a tournament like this, rookie camp, the rookie tournament, games against other prospects, guys your age, what do you take away from this? What do you want to go out and accomplish this weekend when you step and put on the Ducks jersey?
Yeah, I just want to show, what I've been working so hard for this offseason. And like I said, build off of what I did the last half there. And then, this is also an opportunity for all of us to kind of get a head start going into main camp. That's kind of the message the coaches have been relaying. Today, we learned some of the new system Coach Quenneville's implementing here, so I think it'll be great for all of us.
For you, with this group, I would imagine you're looked at as a leader. You've been to a couple of these now. You've played that full year of pro hockey. What's kind of the message to maybe some of the young guys in their first camps? Are you seeing guys come talk to you, lean on you for some advice and what you got to do?
Yeah, I think just soak it all in. That's kind of a cliche, but it is important. It's the first time some of these guys are putting on an NHL sweater. And then just to, attack it. I remember maybe my first camp, I was kind of starstruck, NHL logo and stuff, but, I think all these guys have to feel at home and just, they're all brought here for a reason, so just play their game.
First time under two new coaches here with NHL experience under their belt. How are you kind of adjusting to their new systems, everything? Excited to get to play with them first time this weekend?
Yeah, it'll be great. Learning the new systems, but it'll be good to get these two games and kind of get a feeler for what it's all about and be ready for main camp.
Igor, how's the off season been? What have you been working on?
Great. Off season is great. I spent time at home for 4 months with my family, so it was great. And I work a lot on the ice, off the ice, so excited to start the season.
What did you learn in your first year of pro hockey? What lessons did you take into this offseason to get better for year number two?
I learned a lot. It's well faster with juniors, so you have to be pro too. You have to look for small details, right? And my weakness is speed, so I work on my quick free two steps on the ice.
We know you have that goal-scoring ability and that prowess. We saw that a lot in San Diego. How do you continue that into another year?
Just work a lot on my shots. I shoot lots of pucks on the ice, off the ice. So just my good size, just shooting pucks.
When you come into a camp like this, you played 1 year pro, now into a rookie camp and a tournament. What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish when you step out on the ice and get that competition this weekend against some other guys your age?
Every year my goal to make a team, right? So I'm just getting better every camp. And looking forward for a rookie tournament, and it's going to be fun. 2 games, so I'm really looking forward.
Matt, your third rookie camp and rookie tournament coming up here. Have you seen just the growth of this thing and the way these players have come back? You had a few guys you already know, but the new prospects come in, and it seems like this is kind of your realm.
The exciting part about rookie camp is you just put yourself in the player's shoes, and there's some guys that just got drafted, and the only thing on their minds is putting on this jersey and representing the Ducks for the first time. And there's another group of guys who've been around and maybe been to a rookie camp, played in San Diego, something like that, but they've got an opportunity to show their growth that they made in the summertime. And so it's a really exciting time of year. It kicks off the start of another season, and I know there's a ton of excitement on our side.
It's a short camp. What's the message to these guys? This is just the first time on the ice, and you're going to jump right into gameplay tomorrow. What do you say to these guys to get out there when they're going to, some of them first time in front of some of the Ducks brass, and for others it's kind of a leadership role?
So for us, our big thing is they've been playing summer hockey, for the last several months, and we want to give them enough structure to stand on. Our sport is the ultimate team sport. You have to play as a unit to have success. So give them enough structure, but we're not trying to suffocate anybody. Everybody's here for a reason. They were drafted or invited because they have a specific skill set, and we want to make sure those can show. So, had great conversations with Coach Q, getting ready for this. His big thing is, start to lay some foundation for some of the systems, and we consider it a head start. It's a head start to training camp, so when Coach Q takes over, guys will be hearing things for second, third times, and they should feel like they're pretty far ahead.
What is that transition like with a new head coach coming in and kind of working in those systems back into your routine, making that work?
It's exciting. When a guy like Joel comes in, with that kind of a resume, and he's that kind of a man, you're just so excited to learn anything that you can. From my side, I'd seek out any mentorship I can get from a guy like that. And so the conversation happened on the ice today. We started talking about defensive zone, and one of the players said to me, "Yeah, well, it's proven this thing will work." And so there's an automatic belief in what's going on, and that's shared from everybody. There's a shared excitement, and I'm certainly a part of that.
You get a chance to see guys for a second time around like Beckett or Stan. What do you make of their growth over the year and coming into this camp?
Different cases, because I had a chance to coach Stian, and so you got a pretty good relationship started already, and it's fun to watch. Guys come back after the summer. He's stronger, he's confident, he's open to ask questions, and you've got that relationship and rapport together that we can build from. Beckett, I haven't had the privilege of coaching just yet, and so I haven't seen him play as much outside of highlights, which some are remarkable in the last year, but it's fun to check in with him. See him at Dev Camp and then be able to check in with him here. Those two are just like the others, where there's just so much excitement to be able to get out and show what they can do.
What kind of habits are you looking to either instill in these players or keep going perhaps from the last rookie camp and the last development camp?
I think the habits are inside of systems at this point in time. So we've got just a short window of coaching opportunity, and we certainly don't want to overload with information, but there are habits inside of systems, stick positioning, contact, some aggressive play that we can lay a foundation for to get ahead for Coach Q and where they're going to take off when the Ducks get started. I think that finding those little ones inside of the systems, that's our big task.
For Tomas Sukanek to come in here and get his first competitive games in over 17 months, he said, what do you see in him and how he's kind of taking this opportunity again?
I kind of jokingly say with our staff, my favorite part of development camp was watching Suki in net as a full participant, and he's just the first one to joke around. He's got so much confidence, and he looked great. And practice moves quick today, and to be honest with you, I'm not watching goalies at this moment in time, but I know for him, he's chomping at the bit, and he's built such a strong rapport in San Diego. We can't wait to watch him go again.
Some new additions to your coaching staff this offseason. What has it been like getting to grow those relationships with those guys?
It's a total privilege. We, for different circumstances, had 2 openings to fill. We were fortunate enough to get a guy like Dave Manson to come in. Anaheim is rich with defensive prospects. We are at no shortage of defensive prospects in San Diego, and to be able to grab someone like Dave, who's been there and lived it as a player. His last opportunity on the bench was behind an NHL bench, and just for him to be able to lend that expertise is huge. And then when we're looking at the forward and power play position, to get someone like Michael Babcock that's also coming right out of the NHL. He was listed as a skills coach, but it was, when you hear what he was doing, he was more of an assistant helping out on Monty's staff, and he got to be a part of that turnaround that happened in St. Louis last year, which was one of the most intriguing parts as I was getting to know him, and I know he's been around a lot of great coaches, and just to be able to, for me, grab people with different experiences that we can all use, it's a huge blessing.
been your longtime running mate in San Diego. What kind of impact has he had on the team?
Jeff's, obviously his focus is goalie coaching and taking care of those guys. It's a steadying presence, when there can be some continuity within the staff, specifically for our goalies. But I think his eyes are primarily on them, and I know that between him and Sudsy and Peter, we've got that department really well covered.